Put the past behind you. No use crying over spilt milk. The past is in the past, let it go. We have a lot of cultural statements about letting go of the past and getting over it, but not a lot of how-to about how to actually do that. What I've found the most in 10 plus years of helping people with healing is that often we are holding on to the past a lot more than we think. So in this video, we're going to talk about 3 practical keys to actually being free from the past, to stop beating yourself up, and to be free to move on with your awesome life. Hey there, Leslie Huddart here. I am a healer and spiritual guide. I have been doing acupuncture and natural medicine and helping people release the trauma trapped in their body for over 10 years. And in this video, we're going to dive into a topic that is very important: how to actually move on from the past. Believe it or not, and spiritual traditions really understood this, we all talk about the power of now and being in the now, but there's not always a lot of how-to actually technically do that. So let's talk about some subtle body or mind-body wiring connection techniques to actually get there. Because if you are stuck in the past, you've got a lot less energy and heart and freedom to really share and be your true self in the present. So number 1, an important part of moving on from the past is forgiveness statements. Now, forgiveness statements is a big topic, and so if you hear forgiveness statements and you think about something religious-y, or you think about like, oh, I don't want to forgive that person, or I don't need to do forgiveness, go and watch my other video, which will be marked somewhere around here in the comments below, around the myth about forgiveness. Because probably most of what you think you know about forgiveness is actually holding you back. Forgiveness is for the purpose of giving myself freedom. And often to move away from the past and let go, not only do we have to forgive other people and situations, but we have to forgive ourselves. And sometimes this is the hardest part. If you need help with that, let me know. Hop on over to our community app or our membership, where we have courses and free coaching from me so that we can get you past places that you need to forgive yourself. Number 2 is you need to work on uncovering the mind errors that you have about the past. This is a huge issue and key in healing. So what is a mind error? A mind error these are mistakes in our thinking that make sense to our logical mind and our ego, but actually do not reflect the true spiritual unity nature of reality. And we've all got them in all different areas of our life. So an important part of healing is to uncover what crazy thing your mind is actually holding on. This is what we teach in a lot of our training and certification programs, how to really find these and trace it down, not only where it is in the mind, but in the body. So for example, here's a few mind errors that people tend to have when they're holding on or blaming themselves for the past. The mind error can be something like, if I blame myself, then I'll somehow keep it from happening again. Or if I let myself off the hook, that means that I failed. Or if I let it go, if I actually forgive myself, that means that all the suffering and the hurt that I caused myself and other people would be meaningless. So there's lots of different mind errors that we can have around forgiveness and the past that just aren't true. And these are important to identify and clean up in order to feel free moving forward. I'd like to offer you this spiritual truth, and you don't have to take it as true. I want you to just use it as a working hypothesis. That means you just try it out as if it's true and you see what the result is. See how you feel when you operate under the understanding that the way things happened was the only way that they could have happened. This is a tough one to swallow for the mind, but it can really give us some inner peace and healing when we accept the spiritual truth and working hypothesis that the way that things happen was the only way that they could have happened. Notice that and see what it brings up. This will be helpful in starting to unravel any attachments or hurts you still have from the past. The last key to really letting go of the past is what I would call gratefully digesting your experience. Now, on a physical level, digestion, we take in nutrients from the outside, we separate out and digest and pull out the parts that are useful, and we poo out the parts that aren't. This is a natural process of life. So just like we digest food, we can also gratefully digest our experiences. What does that mean? It means we think about the experience and we really accept that it happened, and we feel grateful for the learning. Even if it was an effing painful lesson that you would never want to do again, we feel grateful for the learning that it brought because it made us who we are today. So we acknowledge that it happened and we accept that's the way it went down. 2, I pull out the nutrients and the part of that, the beneficial parts, the learning that happened, and then I choose to let the rest go. I release it from my physical body and physical energetic in my mind. I digest that experience. The combination of these 3 things, using forgiveness statements, uncovering your mind errors, and really gratefully digesting your experience, is the road to finally feeling free of the past. And if you are someone who's a sensitive person, an empath or a healer, you probably know a lot in your mind, maybe even help people in your life with healing practices, and yet you still notice that there's some areas that you're stuck. This is what we do, and often there's traps in the past. So if you'd like more resources, I'll put some link in those below. Feel free to hop on over to our community app. There's places to get more training, to take courses, to get one-on-one coaching with me. And I want you to know that you are a soul with a body. Your journey is important, and your inner world is the source of what you experience in your outer life. Sending you so much love. May you be happy and free.